the next topic related to forfeiture of share is forfeiture of those shares which were oversubscribed. Now actually one thing, there is no change in the journal entry of forfeiting those shares which were oversubscribed. Right? But there is a difference in calculation. What is that difference? Let's see. Let's suppose you ask me some amount on application, then some on allotment, then some on first call, then some on second call, right? In case, what normally we do, let's suppose if someone paid application and allotment and someone has not paid first and second call. So at the time of forfeiting these shares, what you will do, you will debit share capital, right? And you will credit calls in area account for those shares on which amount was not paid. And you will write share forfeiture account for those shares or for that amount which was already received. That you are doing now. Now in case of oversubscription, let's suppose a person made a default in allotment. A person has not paid allotment first and second. These three calls is not paid. So company decided to forfeit shares. Now what will happen? Some amount of allotment will be written in share forfeiture account. And some part of allotment will be written in calls in area account. That is oversubscription and forfeiture. And why we are doing so? Let's suppose someone has not paid allotment, right? But even if he has not paid allotment, unwillingly he paid the allotment, a part in the allotment. Why? Because at the time of making application, let's suppose that person, we have given 1000 share, but he applied for 1200, right? Amount was payable as application 2 rupees, allotment 3 rupees. And we said that, and let's suppose on first and final that was 5 rupees, right? So at the time of forfeiture, if he has not paid the allotment, what will be the entry? Sir, we will debit share capital with the called up amount, and that is 1000 multiplied by 10, 10,000, right? Whatever amount is not paid, we will write what? 2 calls in area, and whatever amount is paid, we will write what? Share forfeiture. Normally, I am saying that he has not paid allotment and first and final. So you will say, sir, 5 plus 3, 8 is not paid. 1000 multiplied by 8, we will write in what? Calls in area. This is clear enough? But that we cannot do. Why? Because unwillingly, as he has not paid allotment, but unwillingly, he paid a part in the allotment. How? Let's see. He applied for 1200, right? So that means 200 number of share multiplied by this application money 2. 400 rupees is the excess money. This excess you will adjust in allotment, right? And this person has to pay 1000 multiplied by 3. 1000 multiplied by 3 is the amount due was 3000, right? But from this 3000, 400 was already paid because that was excess money, right? He has to pay only 2600 and that he has not paid. That means from this allotment of 3000, 2600 is the area and 400 is the share forfeiture, right? Normally in other portion when there was no oversubscription, you are writing the whole amount 3 rupees in calls in area, sir. 3 plus 5, 8 rupees of calls in area and 2 rupees of application which was received in share forfeiture. But here what will happen? As he has not paid allotment, but unwillingly he had paid 400 rupees in allotment, right? So that part of allotment we cannot write in calls in area. Allotment money was 1000 multiplied by 3, right? Allotment money was 1000 multiplied by 3. So that you cannot write in calls in area. Why? Because from that 3000, only 2600 is area. Remaining 400 is paid. So that 400 you will write in share forfeiture. Getting my point now? And remaining 2600 is the actual area of allotment, and first call is wholly not paid, that is 1000 multiplied by 5, that is 5000, so that will be 7600 in area, and this will be application 2 into 1, that is 2000 plus 400, 2400 in forfeiture. Getting my point? That's why here while splitting I said to you that in case of this is the situation of full subscription. If application and allotment is not received, application and allotment wholly will be transferred to, if this is received, this will be transferred to forfeiture, and if first and second is not received, this will be transferred to call saving. But if those share were oversubscribed, situation will be like this, that if this is received, application is received and allotment is not received, but still a part of allotment will be received. So that part of allotment, will be transferred to a forfeiture account, and the remaining part of allotment, including the other defaults, will be transferred to call saving. And what will be that part of allotment, sir, which will be received unwillingly? So that will be that excess money. Let's see one question related to that will help you to understand this concept more comfortably. So question number 41 is based on oversubscription and forfeiture of shares. So let's see what is given in the question. Yachts Limited offered 25,000 shares of rupees 100 each, and this 100 was payable as on application, that was 25 rupees, on allotment, that was 20 rupees, on first call, that is 30 rupees, and balance on final call. So balance will be 25. Is it clear now? Okay. Now it is given application were received for 40,000. Number of share applied was 40,000, but the maximum company can give is 25,000. This is number of share applied. This is the maximum number of share allotted. So application were received for 40,000 share, out of which shares were allotted to the applicant for 35,000 shares on pro rata basis. Pro rata means from this 40 to the applicant of 35, we are given all the share on pro rata. That means remaining 5,000 holders' money will be refunded. No confusion? Okay. Then what other information is given? All shareholder paid the allotment money. Everyone paid the allotment money except Mr. Gopal, who was allotted 500 shares. That means this allotment was on 500 shares. There was a default in allotment, right? And these shares were forfeited immediately. Immediately means we will not ask the first call and second call. Firstly, we will forfeit these shares, right? So now the called up money will be 25 plus 20, 45. Clear now? Okay. Then it is given these shares were forfeited immediately. First call was made thereafter. Remember, we are not reissuing. We are making the first call after forfeiting. That means we will ask the first call only with how many number of people? 25,000 minus 500. Because remaining 500 are with us, right? Okay. Then the first call was made thereafter. Then the forfeited share were reissued at 78 per share, 75 paid up. Now see one thing. We are reissuing this 500 share after first call, means we are reissuing here at this point. Okay, after first call. And we are reissuing at what price? At 78 rupees per share. That means this is the amount that we will receive from public. But we are making these share paid up of 75 only. Right? 75 means if you see 25 plus 20 plus 30. That means whenever we will ask that second call now, we will ask again from 25,000 people. Because these 500 are also 75 paid up and the remaining people are also 75 paid up. Clear now? Okay. Then it is given what? The final call was not made. Prepare cash, you can pass journal entry. So we'll consider the bank entries also, as this is the first question of oversubscription and forfeiture on that. So let's summarize it one more time. So a company decided to issue 25,000 shares. The value of share was 100 rupees per share. Amount was payable as 25 on application, 20 on allotment, 30 on first call, 25 on second call, which company will not ask in the first year, right? Okay. The company received the application of 40,000, but the company maximum can give is 25,000 share. So company decided that from this 40,000 of applicant, we will give share to 35,000 of applicant, and we will give them all the share. Means to the applicant of 35, company will give all the 25,000 shares. So the remaining applicant, that is 40 minus 35, that is 5,000, will be rejected and their money will be refunded, right? Now what happened? One person holding 500 share decided to not pay the allotment money, and company was so angry that company said, I will not ask first call, I will firstly forfeit this share. So company forfeited share after allotment. Then company asked for first call to the remaining applicants, remaining people, right? And after first call, when company received the first call, there is no error in first call. Then company decided to reissue these 500 share, and remaining whatever the thing are left in share forfeiture will be transferred to capitalism, and company will not ask share second call. Any confusion? Okay, so let's pass the journal entry. So the first entry will be what? Bank account debit to share application, which you will not pass because you have to prepare cash flow. Now how much money will be there? We are receiving application for 40,000, so 40,000 multiplied by 25. That will be how much? 10 lakh. Okay. Now after application, we will credit this application with the same, debit the application with the same amount, 10 lakh rupees. Now the first thing we will do what? We will transfer the amount to share capital. And how much money we can transfer to share capital? The maximum we decided to give to the public. So we are giving 25,000 share to public. So 25,000 multiplied by this application amount, right? That will be how much? 6,25,000. That will be transferred to capital, right? That is easy. Now we will do what? We will refund any money to the people whose share is not actually allotted to whom, right? So 5,000 people have not allotted any share, so 5,000 multiplied by this 25 will be refunded. So that will be 1,25,000. No confusion. The C1, 6 plus 1, 7 lakh 50,000. Remaining is 2,50,000. And you can check it here also. Difference 10 multiplied by application 2,50,000 is advance of 25,000. Clear na? So 2,50,000 is the advance money belonging to the holder of 25,000 share. Now what we will do with this, that excess money, sir, that we can adjust in allotment, right? So write what? 2 share. Even if it is not asked in the question to adjust excess money, we can adjust that only in allotment, not in further calls. Okay, right. But before adjusting, let's check the limit one time. So 25,000 multiplied by 20. That will be 5 lakh. But we have advance of only 2,50,000. So the whole amount can be adjusted, right? So we adjusted only 2,50,000. Any confusion? Clear now? Okay. Now application is done. What we will do? Share allotment. So entry will be what? Share allotment debit to share capital. And that will be now 25,000 share multiplied by 20 rupees. 5 lakh, 5 lakh. After allotment, we will ask for money. So entry will be what? Bank account debit. There are default one also now. So calls in area debit to share allotment. Now see one thing. 5 lakh is the due amount, but we don't need to receive 5 lakh because from this 5 lakh, 2,50,000 is already received. So the remaining 2,50,000 is the actual amount that we have to receive, right? Now see what are the things. Sometimes you have to prepare a working note for finding what is the amount that you have to receive. That is required because that can be a little bit complex. So how we can make a calculation? We will prepare a working note for amount received on allotment. Now how to find that? Very easy. Firstly, what is the amount due? So amount due is 5 lakh minus excess money. So what is the excess money? 2,50,000. Right. That means we have to receive only 2,50,000. The remaining amount. Now from this 250, there is some calls in area now. That calls in area will be deducted and remaining will be the amount received. But you cannot directly write the calls in area. That is the thing. Why? Let's see. 500 shareholders have not paid the money, right? So 500 multiplied by that allotment money 20 will be 10,000, right? That is the amount that you have to receive from 500 people for allotment. And they have not paid. But that is not the actual amount of calls in area. Why? Because they are belonging to that category who had applied for more than what we have given to them. That means unwillingly, this 500 people have also paid some excess money. And that excess is already adjusted in allotment. So that is not the actual amount that we have to receive from 500 people. So same way, this is not the actual amount of calls in area also. And how we can find that excess money? That is also easy. What is the total excess on allotment? 250. And this 250 belongs to how many people? 25,000. Right? That's why from the very beginning I always ask to you that what is the advance and belonging to how many people. Right? So 2,50,000 is the excess money belonging to 25,000 people. So what will be the excess money of 500 people? Is it clear now? And that will be, this is clear. Means from this 500 people, we ask 500 from into 20, that is 10,000 was the allotment due. But we don't need to receive 10,000 because unwillingly, because of excess money, they already paid 5,000. That means they need to pay the remaining 5,000 only. And that they also not paid. Right? That is the actual cost in here. So what is the amount that you receive? 2 lakh. Any confusion? Because of this, we need to prepare our working unit. Any confusion? Now there is one more way to find this amount. We'll talk about that later. Firstly, let's finish this portion. Okay? Right. Any confusion in this working note? This is the only thing that you need to learn for the forfeiture of those shares which were oversubscribed. Because there is nothing new other than this. If you got that what is the cost in area now, then other things are easy, right? Okay. So what is the cost in area? This is 5,000 is the cost in area, right? And amount we receive is 2,45,000. So this will be 2,50,000. Any confusion? Allotment is clear now. Now what we will do? We will ask for share first call, and that will be what? No, sorry. After allotment, company decided to forfeit those shares, right? So entry of forfeiture will be very simple. We will debit share capital with the called up amount, and 500 share multiplied by called up value is 25 plus 20, 45. That will be 22,500. Okay. Right. So we have debited share capital with the called up amount. Now what we will do? Whatever amount is not received will be transferred to calls in area, and whatever amount is received will be transferred to share forfeiture. And now this is easy. You don't need to split that allotment part into what is received and what is not received. Why? Because we have already done that thing now. From allotment 10,000, 5,000 is received and 5,000 is not received. But no need to go there. Just see what is the cost here. 5,000, write 5,000 here. So what is the share forfeiture? Any confusion? This is also done. Now company will ask for first call, so entry will be share first call debit to share capital. Now company will ask only from the people. How many number of people? 24,500, right? So 24,500 multiplied by first call, which is 30 rupees. This will be how much? 735. And it is not given that there is any default, so company will receive all the money and entry will be bank debit to share first call. Whole 735. And company decided to not ask for second call, but before that company decided to reissue these shares. And entry of reissue will be what? Bank account debit to share capital. Now two things. In share capital we will write what? The paid up amount, and company assume that these shares are 75 paid up. So 500 multiplied by 75 here and 500 multiplied by 78 here. And this is 37,000. So why we are getting a difference on the credit side? Extra amount that we receive, and that is SPR. Right? That means you have not used even a single rupees at the time of reissue. That means also that you can transfer the whole amount of share for future is 17,500 in capital.